Hey guys, it's Jeff and welcome to today's video. So today I want to talk about 3 things that I think Rad Power Bikes should implement across all their lineup on all their models to step their game up to the next level. Now you know me, I owned a 2019 Rad Rover from Rad Power Bikes. I've ridden about 1,500 kilometers on it. I've posted many videos talking about it, talking about the things I liked, I don't like. I made a review on it. I made some upgrades on it that I made videos about. So you can all go check that out in the playlist for my Rad videos. But today I thought I'd just talk about 3 things that I think Rad really should implement on their models just to get the buying experience to that next level that I'm pretty sure they're craving for. So the first thing that I think all Rad Power Bikes need right now are hydraulic brakes. Now, some people might disagree on that. I've read a lot of people in the forums and in the comments on my videos talking about how hydraulic brakes aren't really all that much better, at least not the mechanically actuated hydraulics brake that I put on my bike, and how if you adjust the mechanical brakes properly, they actually work great. That really has not been my opinion. I know how to adjust brakes. I've adjusted my hydraulic brakes myself and I've had no issues with them, but the mechanicals, I just couldn't get them to brake as hard or to last as long or to be as quiet as those hydraulic brakes. And for those 3 reasons, I think that Rad should really consider just switching outright from the Tektro mechanicals to another supplier that provides at least mechanically actuated hydraulic brakes like the ones I have from Zoom. The parts wouldn't be that much more expensive and I think they would just be a better part overall. I don't really know why they're sticking to their guns with this whole mechanical thing. In my opinion, they are really inadequate. The bikes are heavy, a lot of the riders are older, their reflexes might not be as good. A lot of riders are also a bit overweight like I am. The bikes go pretty fast. They're not slow bikes. They go like 40 kilometers an hour easy. When you take all that mass and you got to stop it from this higher speed, it really doesn't make sense to me that people are sticking to mechanical brakes on these bikes. To me, it's just a safety issue, and I definitely think that Rad should just offer them straight up. I don't see a point to sticking to mechanical brakes at this point, especially when the mechanically actuated hydraulic brakes are so cheap now. It really wouldn't make much of a difference on the overall price of the bike, and I think they really should do that. Now, the second thing I think Rad Power Bikes should implement as standard relates to the lights. A lot of people I've seen complain about how the lights aren't really as good and they install like these accessories on the handlebars and extra lights and all that. And I think what the bike really would need, I know this year they've upgraded them with like the halo. I don't know how much better those are, but in my opinion, what they would really need is a low and high beam position. Kind of like on a motorcycle, I find that whenever I'm riding at night, half the time I don't see where I'm going and the other half of the time I raise the light a little and I'm just blinding everyone around me. I really wish that they would just offer a headlight with like both position, low and high, that you could change from the controller or something, and that would allow you to see better and not blind people. So overall, I think it would be a better experience. Now, the third thing that I think Rad Power Bikes should implement, if not as standard, at least as an easily added on option, is a way to daisy chain the batteries. So for a lot of people, the standard battery will do about 40 to 50 kilometers, and it's plenty long enough for the riding that they want to do. But sometimes I find myself, and I think a lot of people find themselves in a situation where they would want to ride maybe 100 kilometers in a single go. With the electric assist, I mean, 100 kilometers is easily feasible for someone in very average shape, but then you're always limited to that 50 kilometer range max that the bike will give you. Plus you get a bit of a range anxiety because, to be honest, the Rad Rover in particular, if the battery goes dead, it's a very hard bike to pedal on its own, and unless it's all downhill from where you are or it's very, very flat, chances are you're probably catching a ride home because you're not going to pedal that thing back home if you're like 10-20 kilometers away. Now right now there really isn't a clean and elegant way to daisy chain the batteries. One thing you can do is put another battery in your backpack and swap them out when the first one dies. Some people have sort of jerry-rigged something with the rack in the back where they can slide a battery in there. I don't really know the details, but I think that's something that Rad should really provide as an option for anyone who wants it. So essentially the way I would see it go is a rack with either 1 or 2 sliders for extra batteries and a wiring harness that you can just plug that in and add to the main battery. So you would essentially have however many batteries you want to daisy chain together using that harness. You could be 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what the limit would be. I would assume 2 or 3 batteries is probably the maximum that you would want to go. Anyways, guys, that's the 3 things I wish Rad would implement on their lineup. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay rad.